Hey, Tyler, are you really not going to see me today? I've got the whole day off from my part-time job, and I honestly thought we'd spend some time together. I was looking forward to it so much, you know? I don't think I can wait until the weekend for our date. That just feels way too far away. Can't you at least say something? Just a quick reply, that's all I'm asking. If you keep ignoring me like this, I might seriously consider finding someone who actually wants to talk to me. You know what that means, right? You get the picture? You're going to regret leaving me alone like this. I swear I'll make sure you do.
For God's sake, Olivia, give it a rest. Stop blowing up my phone. I'm in the middle of work right now. You know that.
There you are. It's about time. We need to have a serious talk about your lack of communication, Tyler. There is no excuse for you to keep me waiting this long for a response. What if I was sick? What if I was in danger? What if I was being kidnapped? Is that what you want, Tyler? You want me to be kidnapped and sold into slavery? Do you have any idea what those people would do to a hot young girl like me? Here, I'll give you a list.
Olivia, chill. Good grief. You really need to cut back on the true crime podcasts, you know that? Anyway, like I said, I'm working.
Well, why didn't you tell me you were working?
Everyone with a full-time job is working at this time of day. What exactly do you expect me to do? Ignore my responsibilities and stay glued to my phone just because my girlfriend wants constant attention?
If you really loved me, then yes, I do expect you to prioritize me over everything else. Your job should never come before me, not if your feelings are real.
Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. As long as you have love for me, what else matters? Everything else should fall into place naturally, right? Our love should be enough to get us through anything. So anyway, I'm coming to stay at your apartment tonight. Don't get too tired at work because I'll need you to have lots of energy.
Sorry, Olivia, I can't tonight.
What do you mean can't? Why not? What's going on? Are you seeing another woman? Oh my God. Are you with your mistress right now? Tell me her name. I want the name of the woman who's stealing my boyfriend from me.
God, I'm getting really tired of this, Olivia. I'm working the late shift tonight. I won't be home until past midnight.
Oh, okay, fine. Well, if that's all it is and you're not really with your mistress, then I can accept that for now. But in that case, I'll need you to keep messaging me until I fall asleep. You should at least be there for me emotionally, even if you can't be there physically.
Come on, Olivia, that's not going to happen, and you know it.
Why not? It's not that difficult, just pushing buttons on your phone.
It's not difficult, it's impossible. They don't allow phones on the floor. Even if they did, I'm on the assembly line all night, so I'll be constantly working. I've explained this to you before more than once.
Then tell me this, what's more important to you, your job or me? You always avoid this question, but I want an honest answer right now. Which one really matters to you, the person you claim to love or your paycheck?
I work at a factory with a rotating shift schedule. It's a stable job and I make a decent living from it. I'm not asking you to be in love with the idea of me working nights, but we live in a society where work is essential for survival.
Our love is essential for survival.
If someone tells me that I should put my girlfriend above my job, they're basically asking me to throw away the foundation of my life. I'm not the kind of guy who can live up to those expectations, and I think you already know that.
Tyler, what are you saying?
I can't be the boyfriend you want me to be.
Sure you can. All you have to do is obey my every command. That's all I'm asking.
Okay, I guess I gotta let you down hard. Olivia, I'm breaking up with you. Goodbye. Yo, Tyler! Hey, man, it's been a minute, huh? I think the last time we talked was, like 3 months ago? Dude, Roy? Wow, man, it's nice to hear from you. Didn't expect a message from you out of the blue. What's going on? Yeah, so this is kind of random, but I've been meaning to say something. It's about your ex. You know, the insane asylum escapee. Ah, her. Yeah, we broke it off a couple months back. She's history, and hopefully whatever asylum she escaped from picked her back up. Why? Don't tell me, is she bothering you or something? No, nothing like that. It's just, you know how the train station near my college is close to where she used to live, right? Oh yeah, that's right. We ran into each other near there a couple times. You probably crossed paths with her without even meaning to. Exactly. And lately, like the past 3 weeks or so, I've been seeing her around. But here's the weird part. Every time she's with some guy. A guy, huh? Is it always the same guy, or are there different ones? Different, very different. As in, every time it's someone new kinda different. And dude, they're way too close to be just friends. I'm talking hand in hand, walking shoulder to shoulder kinda close. It didn't look casual, not even a little. Huh. Well, that tracks. I wasn't sure if I should even bring it up, man. I didn't want to stir the pot if it didn't matter. But I figured, just in case, thought you might want to know. Nah, it's all good. We're done, so whatever she's doing now is her business. She can hang out with the entire phone book for all I care. Okay, cool. I just didn't want you hearing it from someone else and thinking I kept it from you. I knew how wild she could get, and not wild in a good way either. No worries. Honestly, I figured she'd latch onto someone the second we broke up. Would have been surprised if she didn't. Fair point. Oh, and by the way, I heard from Aunt May that you're not doing the night shift anymore. She said you went full-time with that online thing you were doing? Yeah, man, that's right. That gig really started picking up. I was pulling in more money online than from my actual job, and juggling both was getting nuts, so I figured, screw it, I'm gonna go all in. Dude, that's awesome! Seriously, I didn't know you were killing it like that. We'll have to celebrate your success with pizza one of these days. And since you're such a big success and all, you wouldn't mind treating your broke college kid cousin, would ya? Trying to score free food now, huh? Let me guess, birthday coming up? Guilt is charged next week. And just saying, there's a new pizza place on campus that's supposed to be insanely good, and I'm kind of broke until my next paycheck, so... All right. I've actually been scouting out some legit pizza joints anyway to cater for company events. By which I mean when I'm at work and want good pizza delivered to my door, could use a test run. Now we're talking. All right, I gotta run. Mom's yelling at me to eat lunch before it gets cold. Just wanted to give you the heads up and also say congrats. Let's lock in a sushi day soon. Sounds good. Appreciate the intel, man. Later.
Hey, Tyler, it's me. I know you probably blocked my number, and I understand. But I really need to talk to you, and I didn't have any other way to reach you. So I went out and got a new phone and number. Please don't block me again. Just hear me out.
Olivia, what the hell do you think you're doing? We broke up. We've been done for months. You don't get to walk back into my life with a new phone like nothing happened.
I know, okay? I know we're not together anymore, but I need to talk to you. I wouldn't be reaching out like this unless it was something really serious. Just please, let me say it.
Say what? I've got maybe 30 seconds before I block you again.
Okay, here goes. I'm pregnant.
What?
I'm pregnant. I didn't think it would happen, obviously. I was shocked, too. I didn't even know how to tell you. I kept going back and forth, thinking maybe I could figure it out on my own. But I waited too long, and now I'm already 23 weeks. There's no hiding it anymore, and honestly, I don't think I can do this by myself. I thought I could. I really did, but I'm not strong enough. And then the other day I saw you. You were walking into that new pizza place wearing a fancy watch, driving an awesome car. You looked successful. You looked stable. And I thought, maybe your online business finally took off. Maybe you're doing well now.
So what? What does that have to do with you messaging me out of nowhere?
Because I need you. The baby needs you. I can't be a single mom. And if the baby's going to have a father, then it has to be you. You understand what I'm saying, right?
I get what you're trying to say. What I don't get is how you think I'd fall for this.
There's nothing to fall for. I really want to marry you right now. We can raise this baby together. You can support us. We'll be a family. Please, say yes.
You want me to support your baby? Huh. Whose baby is it?
What?
You said you're 23 weeks along. We haven't seen each other in more than 6 months. There's no way in hell that baby's mine.
Wait, hold on. You're not even going to consider it? You're just going to throw it out just like that?
Yeah, actually, you're full of it.
Don't you remember what happened after we broke up? That one night?
What night?
We ran into each other, right? It was late. We were both a little out of it. We talked, we started laughing about old times, and then things got kind of emotional. And I don't know, we ended up at your place, or maybe mine. But we spent the night together, Tyler. You really don't remember?
No, I don't, because that never happened. So give me a new one.
It did happen. You were drinking. You never drink, but that night you had a few, didn't you? I know it was messy and emotional, but you can't just pretend it didn't happen.
Olivia, you know I don't drink. You've known that since the beginning. I have a condition, remember? I can't handle alcohol. I don't drink, period. So now you're making up imaginary nights that you think I won't remember? That's what you're going with?
You're twisting things. You're making me sound insane. I thought if I told you the truth, you'd understand. I'm scared, Tyler. I don't know what to do. I didn't plan any of this.
Right. So you're 5.5 months pregnant with a baby you think I'll magically believe is mine based on some made-up story about a night that never happened. You know what? If you're so confident, then let's go get a DNA test. Let's get some actual proof.
You'd really make me do that? You seriously think I'm lying about something like this? You think I've been sleeping around with other guys?
Do I think you've been sleeping around? No, actually. I know you have.
What? No, that's not... Where is this even coming from?
I've had people telling me for weeks, friends, classmates, even my cousin. They've seen you all over town, and every time you've been with a different guy.
No, that's not true. They must have seen someone else.
They know what you look like, Olivia. They didn't all just hallucinate the same thing. You've been clinging to whoever will give you attention, and now you're trying to drag me back into it.
You seriously think I'm capable of something like that?
Yeah, because you're doing it right now.
You can't seriously believe that. I mean, yeah, I've had some bad days and I've made some mistakes, but to say I'd fake a pregnancy, that I'd just make it all up to trap you, that's so cruel, Tyler. You used to care about me.
I used to before you started manipulating me every time things didn't go your way. Before every conversation turned into a guilt trip or a threat or some drama you invented. You think I don't recognize what this is? This isn't about the baby. This is about control. You couldn't stand that I moved on, so you made up the most extreme story you could, hoping I'd come running.
You can't know I'm not pregnant. You haven't seen me. There's no way to tell just by looking, and even if I don't look it yet, it could still be true.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. At 23 weeks, there would be something to see. A baby bump, a change in how you carry yourself. But everyone I've talked to who's seen you lately, they say you look exactly the same as you did 6 months ago. No bump. In fact, you're still wearing your tight little crop tops like it's summer. Still walking around in heels, still sprinting to catch the train. Still stopping at the convenience store after work and pounding canned beer in the parking lot like nothing's changed. So it's either that you're not pregnant or you're intentionally trying to poison your baby. Which is it?
It's neither.
You've been caught lying, and not just lying, you've been bad at it. And frankly, that's not even what disgusts me the most.
Then what? What makes you hate me so much?
It's that you thought this was a good plan. That if you faked being pregnant, maybe I'd feel trapped. Maybe I'd feel guilty. Maybe I'd panic and do the honorable thing and come back to you. You thought dragging a child into your lies would fix your loneliness. That kind of thinking makes my skin crawl. To be honest, I'm relieved you were lying, because the idea of someone like you raising a child is terrifying. You're not ready, you're not stable, and if this is how you act when things don't go your way, you should never be responsible for another human life.
please, just let me have your baby. I won't ask you to choose between me and work anymore. I won't bother you during the day. I'll stop texting you so much. I'll be quiet. I'll do everything right this time. If I can't just have your child, I know I'll become better. That will make me stronger. That will fix everything. Please, just say yes.
No, absolutely not. I'm seeing someone now. We're serious and we're planning our future together. And that future doesn't include you. So stop contacting me. Let this be the last time. Goodbye, Olivia.
Tyler, no!
I decided to move shortly after that. I could tell that she was only going to escalate things, so I made sure to get out before she showed up. Turns out I was right. The very next day, she came banging on my old door. Fortunately, the guy who took over the lease is a retired cop. Mr. Lawson didn't even have to say a word, just gave her one cold stare, and that was enough to get the point across. She let out a squeak and bolted. Oh, and one more thing. Turns out Olivia was never pregnant. She completely made it up, just like I said. But strangely enough, that whole mess seems to have forced her to reflect. Word is she's finally trying to become independent. She's out job hunting, actually trying to make something of herself. I obviously won't have anything to do with her anymore, but I do hope she manages to put her life back together for her own sake.
Lisa! Hey! Guess what? Ellie, seriously, I'm trying to do homework right now. Can this wait? Nope, this is a code red 5-alarm emergency. I got a new boyfriend! Again! Isn't that awesome? That might be awesome, even newsworthy if it weren't so frequent. Like, you might as well tell me, guess what? The Earth orbits the sun. Didn't you say that exact same thing to me, like, 2 weeks ago? Yeah, you started going out with that guy from your geometry class. Yeah, that one! But he was, like, so boring. We went on one date, and I was literally dying of boredom. And then, when I started scrolling on my phone, because of course I did, he was all like, hey, this is a date. Why are you messing with your phone? I mean, girl, if you're not even fun enough to make me want to put my phone down, you're the one with the problem, right? So I dumped him. Bye-bye. You dated him once, you were on your phone the whole time, and then you dumped him immediately afterward? Does that even count as dating someone? Of course it counts. A date is a date, sweetie. Ugh, you really don't get how the world works, do you? You know, the way you just hop from guy to guy like that, honestly, it stresses me out, like, a lot. In case you've forgotten, we are twins. We have the exact same face, and you're out here doing this. Have you ever considered what impact this might have on me? Oh, poor innocent Lisa, so judgmental. Here's a tip. Don't lecture me unless you're actually as popular as I am, okay? We're twins, same hair, same eyes, same face. So how is there such a huge difference in how people treat us? Obviously, it's all about effort, duh. Effort? Yeah, effort, like knowing how to attract guys. See, guys love bold, flirty girls. You're all quiet and shy and weird. Of course no one's into that. It's just so boring. I mean, I put in the work, I go out, I date, I gain experience. That's why I'm popular. That's how you play the game, Lisa. Ellie, if you're going to keep talking about this stuff, go bother one of your guy-chasing friends. I am not the least bit interested in your ADHD dating life unless you're telling me that you're finally going to settle down a bit. Aw, did I offend little Miss Pure and Precious? I know, you're bitter because you still got zero experience, right? But hey, think about it. We may have the same face, but we're getting totally different results. Clearly, I'm doing something right, just saying. First of all, if doing something right means turning out like you, then I am more than happy to keep doing things the wrong way. Second, I'm not trying to compete with you. If someone I really like ends up liking me back, that's more than enough for me. Oh my god, that's adorable. That's literally the slogan of a girl who's completely given up on being attractive. Like, that's the kind of line the nerdy girl with braces, glasses, and bad hair says in a rom-com. Do you even know what it feels like to really love someone? I mean, for real. You've dated a ton of guys, but didn't you say once that it all just felt like playing around? Like it was never serious for you? So does that mean you've never actually fallen for someone? Wrong! Of course I have. And there's one guy I seriously like, and all this dating that I'm doing, it's for him. Wait, what? You're dating a bunch of guys in order to attract another guy? Yeah, he's so good with girls, like ridiculously smooth, which obviously means he's been with a bunch, right? So I've got to level up to match his experience. I can't show up empty-handed. I don't think that's how it works. Oh my God, you are such a baby. You've never even kissed anyone, and you're gonna tell me how love works? Hilarious. Anyway, I've got a date with my brand new boyfriend, so wish me luck, Miss Forever Alone.
Hey, Lisa, how are you holding up? Are you doing okay now? Things got pretty intense back there.
Hey, Ken. Yeah, I'm okay now. Thank you so much. You really helped me back there. I mean, you more than helped me. You saved my life.
You don't have to thank me. I just happened to be passing by at the right time. But still, I'm honestly really glad I was there when you needed help. That must have been terrifying for you, right? I couldn't believe what was going on myself. That girl from another school stormed right up to you and started ripping into you because she thought you were your sister?
Yeah, that's what happened. From what she said, it sounds like Ellie stole her boyfriend, again. But thanks to you explaining everything to her about my evil twin, I was able to get out of that mess with nothing but a slightly wrinkled collar. Really, I mean it. Thank you.
I'm just happy I could do something, but honestly, I hate to say it, I doubt that this is the last time that you're gonna reap the consequences of your sister's horrible decision-making. Sorry if that sounds rude. I know she's your sister, but it needed to be said.
Don't worry, you're underselling the point, if anything.
Apparently there are a lot of girls who say Ellie stole their boyfriends. It's gotten to the point that now the guys are starting to talk too. She's getting a reputation for being the type who dumps you the second she's bored. People are saying to stay far away from her.
Wow, so she's just been doing whatever she wants without thinking about the consequences.
Up until now, it was mostly a problem inside our school. People could tell you two apart by the way you dress, your personalities, your whole vibe. The demon horns and 10 plagues of Egypt that follow behind your sister, you know, that sort of thing. But now that this is spreading to students from other schools, stuff like what happened today might keep happening. And I don't think I need to tell you that you don't deserve that.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to be more careful from now on. Maybe I'll get a spurned girlfriends address complaints to my evil twin t-shirt.
Hey, there's something I want to say. I know this might seem sudden, but
What is it?
if it's all right with you, I want to be the one who protects you all the time.
Huh?
I was planning to say this in person tomorrow. I really wanted to tell you face to face, but after everything that happened today, I just couldn't hold it in anymore. I've liked you for a long time, Lisa, and today made me realize I needed to stop hiding it. Would you go out with me?
Wait, you want to go out with me? Are you really sure about that? I'm not like Ellie. I don't know how to flirt or be girly or anything. I've never even had someone tell me that they liked me before. I never thought I'd be the type of girl someone like you would be interested in. You're kind and honest and actually know how to talk to people. And yeah, I've heard a lot of girls say you're really popular.
Wait, what? You think I'm good with girls?
Well, yeah. You're really thoughtful. You treat people with respect. That's why everyone likes you.
Huh. Okay, I guess that makes sense when you say it like that, but actually this is the first time I've ever asked anyone out, and I've never had a girlfriend before.
Wait, seriously? You've never dated anyone?
Not even once. Maybe I seem like I'm good with girls, but that's just how I was raised. I've got 2 older sisters and 1 younger sister, so I've been surrounded by girls my whole life. That's probably why I know how to talk to them. But still, I want to do this properly. Tomorrow, I'll tell you again. This time, it'll be face to face. And when I do, would you give me your answer? I don't want to pressure you or anything, but it would mean a lot to me if you said yes.
Yeah, okay. I'll think about it tonight. I'll give you my answer tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I'll be waiting. See you later, Lisa.
Ellie, I need to ask you something, and I want you to answer me honestly. The guy you're dating right now, he was dating a girl who goes to another school, wasn't he? You stole him? Wow, seriously? You're just going to accuse me out of nowhere like that? Where is this even coming from? Yesterday, the girl whose boyfriend you stole mistook me for you. She yelled at me in front of everyone, and she looked like she was about to push me over. It got scary, really scary. Wait, are you kidding me? No, I'm not. Someone happened to be there and explained that I'm your twin sister, and that's the only reason it didn't get worse. But this can't keep happening, Ellie. You need to stop doing things that make people hate you, because now it's starting to make people hate me. Okay, hold on a second. If some girl lost her boyfriend, that's not my fault. Maybe she wasn't interesting enough to keep him around. Maybe he got bored. If guys are more attracted to me, that is not my problem. They make their own choices. How can you even say that so casually? You're not even a little sorry? Why should I be sorry? You've never even had a boyfriend, right? Your dating history is the romantic equivalent of an amoeba. That almost makes sense. It doesn't have to make sense. Sheesh, you're always like this. The point is, you might be content going nowhere and doing nothing, but I'm out here living my life, and I am not going to apologize for that. You think that makes you better than me? Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, look at you. You walk around acting like you're too good for everything, but deep down, you're just scared. You want what I have, and you can't stand that I get it so easily. That's not true. I don't envy the way you treat people, and I definitely don't want your version of love. Sure you don't. Keep telling yourself that. But let's not pretend you haven't been staring at Ken every time he walks by. It's so obvious, Lisa. You've got a thing for him. Even if I did like him, I wouldn't throw myself at him the way you do with everyone. Oh, please, Ken is way out of your league. He's confident, he knows how to handle girls, and he's clearly dated a bunch of them. Someone like that wouldn't even look twice at a girl like you. He's not some player. He's just kind. He treats people with respect. That's not the same thing as being a flirt. No, Lisa, you're just too naive to see it. He's got that whole effortless charm thing going on, and guys don't get like that by being inexperienced. It's obvious he's had a lot of girlfriends. That's not how he is. You're just assuming he's like that because it fits your narrative. And you're being delusional. When I told you I liked someone, you thought it was some mystery guy? Come on, of course I was talking about Ken. You mean you were going to try to go out with him? Obviously, I was going to dump my current boyfriend and then make my move. And now all of my pieces are finally lined up, and it's my time to strike. He and I are going to make such a perfect couple. Then I guess I should let you know something. I wasn't going to say anything, but at this point, I don't see a reason to hide it. Ken and we're boyfriend and girlfriend now. What? You remember me telling you that a girl attacked me thinking I was you? Ken was the one who protected me from her. After that, he told me how he felt, and I said yes. We started dating today. You've got to be kidding me. Hey, wait a second. That means that he thought you were me, and he asked you out by mistake. Wow, that's hilarious. He must have been, super confused. There's no way he would have chosen you over me. That's not what happened. He knew exactly who I was. He can tell the difference between us, Ellie. He made that very clear. Nah, not buying it. You're just trying to stop me from asking him out because you're jealous. You've always been jealous of me. I'm not trying to steal anyone. You're the one who's always playing games with people's hearts. For once, maybe you should think about someone other than yourself. Shut up! I see what this is. You weren't just an innocent victim in all this. You were pretending to be me. What? Why would I want to pretend to be you? Hello, because you're jealous. Wow, I should have known a doomy, gloomy loser like you would stoop to deception in order to finally get a guy to pay attention to you. Oh well, screw you. I'm gonna take him back from you. So get those tissues ready because you're gonna need them tonight. Ellie, please don't do this. As if you can stop me. Really, Ken? I mean, really? How could you possibly confuse Lisa for me?
Huh? Ellie?
I know we have the same face and all, but come on. I'm me, obviously. And I totally get what's going on. You actually like me, right? But since I already have a boyfriend right now, you were just being nice and settled for Lisa instead.
What are you?
It's okay. You don't have to pretend. I completely understand.
If you understand, that makes one of us.
Like, you don't have to do that. You don't need to go for Lisa just because I was temporarily unavailable. Honestly, it wasn't even necessary at all. I was seriously about to confess to you, like, any day now.
You were?
I've been working so hard, dating different guys, getting tons of experience, all just to become the kind of girl you'd fall for.
The longer this goes on, the more confused I'm getting.
You're, like, really mature and confident, so I had to level up too. That was, like, the whole plan. I worked my way up the ladder, dating a bunch of guys, and then we could finally be together.
I think I need to get some ibuprofen.
I'm super sorry I made you wait this long. Oh, that must have given you a super bad headache. I didn't know Lisa was gonna jump in and mess everything up like that. But now that we're being honest and everything's out in the open, you can totally see we're the perfect match, right? It's obvious.
Okay, I just downed 4 ibuprofen and they're starting to kick in. So let me just say, no! You've got this all completely backwards.
Huh? I do?
The reason I know how to talk to girls is not because I've dated a lot of them. It's literally just because I grew up with 2 older sisters and a younger sister. That's the only reason. It has nothing to do with experience. And for the record, Lisa is the first girl I've ever liked. She's the first person I've ever confessed to. And now she's my girlfriend.
What?
What's not to like about her? She's thoughtful, she's honest, she's kind. That's exactly the kind of person I want to be with. It's not even a question.
Wait, now I'm the one who needs some ibuprofen. You're saying she's your type? But I've dated, like, so many guys. I did all that so I could, be worthy of you or whatever.
Honestly, I don't even understand how that makes sense. Like, for real, show me your steps because I'm not following you. If I'm being brutally honest, the fact that you've gone around stealing other girls' boyfriends is already a big red flag.
No, that isn't.
But what really bothers me, even worse than the fact that you've been doing that stuff, is that you thought I'd admire that. You must think I'm some kind of scumbag.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I wasn't trying to make you sound like a guy who, bounces around.
But that's what you assumed I was. That shows how little you actually know me. If you really liked me, you would have taken the time to understand who I am. But you didn't. Instead, you turned love into some game you thought you could win by collecting points. I'm sorry, Ellie, but I'm going to block you. This conversation needs to end for good.
Wait, no, you're kidding, right? You can't just block me.
You think you can stop me? Please, Ellie, take care of yourself, because right now, you just aren't.
After Ellie found out who Ken really was, she stopped chasing boys like she used to, but she still couldn't let go of him. One day she tried something awful. She pretended to be me and tried to get close to him. Apparently she was intending to go all the way with him, if she could get that far. But Ken knew immediately she wasn't me. Her plan failed instantly. Our mom picked her up and gave her the scolding of a lifetime, and when our dad came home, he let her have it too. That whole mess finally made her realize how bad her reputation has gotten. She asked to transfer schools and ended up moving in with our grandparents in the countryside. On the morning she left, she looked at me and said, "Sorry," and bowed her head. Then she walked into Grandma and Grandpa's car and they drove off. I just hope that someday we can be sisters again. In spite of everything, she'll always be my twin, and she'll always be a part of me.
Sorry, my dear. Oh, goodness, it's been a while since we've spoken, hasn't it? It's been, what would you say, over a year now? My, how quickly time flies when one of us isn't bothering to stay in touch.
Yeah, I guess it has. It's, nice to hear from you again. I guess I should call you Tamra now?
Huh? What on earth are you talking about? Honestly, I assumed you'd start acting odd, but This? You thought mother was no longer appropriate? Or is it just that you're confused about basic manners now?
No, that's not. I mean, I wasn't trying to be rude. I just thought, at this point, I don't know if it's appropriate for me to be calling you Mom anymore.
Well, let's get one thing straight. Whatever little title you choose to use, it doesn't change the reality of our relationship. You're still my daughter-in-law, and I'm still the mother of your husband. That's not something that just expires. A daughter-in-law must always listen to her mother-in-law. That's the foundation of a healthy home. That means the mother-in-law is always right, even when she's wrong. If I point to a red circle and call it a brown triangle, it is your position to nod your head and say, "Yes, ma'am, it's exactly as you say."
You mean I have to agree with you even if you're not telling the truth?
This isn't about truth, you silly little girl. This is about something much more important. Respect, hierarchy, discipline. Those are the values that keep a family functioning. But clearly that's something you still haven't learned.
Tamra,
let's not drag on this pointless exchange any longer. I'm getting to the point. I contacted you for a reason.
right. The reason being?
I'm about to tell you. Oh, such an impetuous thing you are. Starting today, I've decided that we'll be living together.
Wait, what? You and me living together?
That's exactly what I said. I really don't see what's so hard to grasp here. Based on our little chat, what else could I have possibly meant? I've already moved my things in. Everything's inside the house now, nice and tidy. I'll leave the unpacking to you, of course. That's your role, after all.
You're already in my house?
Well, naturally. If I'd let you know ahead of time, you would have just come up with excuses to stop me. And I don't feel like dealing with all that nonsense.
Well, yeah, of course I would have tried to stop you.
My, how bold you've become. You used to be much more agreeable. Is this what happens when I take a year off from keeping you in line?
Well, I mean, Masatsugu and I divorced 2 weeks ago.
Excuse me?
We were going to change the locks, actually, but I had to leave right after for a business trip, so I haven't gotten around to it yet. Still, I didn't expect you to just force your way in.
Divorce? What on earth are you going on about?
Oh, boy. From the sound of things, Masatsugu hasn't said a word to you about this, huh?
Well, he came by last week. He still had a copy of the key. I see. So another spare was made behind your back.
Oh, for crying out loud. So he went and made another spare behind my back? I could have sworn I took back all the copies after the divorce. But it's a matter for another day. Tamra, please leave the spare key on the counter and get out. This place is legally in my name. I bought it. I own it. So now I have absolutely no reason to live with you, Tamra, especially not now. You're not family anymore. You're basically a stranger.
Oh my, and here I was bracing myself for something absurd, and you really didn't disappoint. Are you actually standing there with a straight face claiming you and Masatsugu are divorced? You expect me to believe that?
I don't care if you believe it or not. It's the truth. It already happened. I can't change that.
Yes, I've heard that kind of ugly little joke before. You modern girls always play make-believe when things don't go your way.
It's not a joke. Do you think I would joke around about divorcing my husband?
Silence! You'd go as far as to make up a lie like that just to avoid living with me? What kind of disgraceful daughter-in-law behaves like that? Honestly, looking at your attitude now, I am starting to think you probably weren't doing the housework properly either. This just proves it. You clearly need a full and thorough re-education on how to be a proper wife.
I'm not your daughter-in-law anymore.
This house belongs to Masatsugu, doesn't it? Which means, by extension, it belongs to me. I'm his mother. That makes this the home of a mother and her son. And when a mother-in-law decides to move in, the daughter-in-law knows her place. She stays at the bottom of the household and doesn't complain.
Once again, I am not your daughter-in-law anymore.
If that were true, then that makes you something even lower, a housekeeper, really. And if you don't want to be kicked out onto the street, I suggest you stop with the attitude and start cleaning like you're supposed to.
Tamra, for the final time, I bought this house with my own money. I purchased it before I was even married. It wasn't part of the divorce settlement, and it has nothing to do with Masatsugu.
Well, would you look at that? The fridge is practically empty.
Are you even paying attention to my texts? Wait, did you seriously go through my fridge?
Of course I did. We're going to be living together, aren't we? It's perfectly reasonable for me to take a look. I was going to teach you how to cook some proper meals, something with real flavor from our family's recipe book. But clearly we can't even start if there's nothing in the house. So, Kari, why don't you pick up some groceries while you're already out?
I'm not home. I'm not going to be home until tomorrow. I'm out of town on business. I emptied the fridge before I left because I knew the trip would be a long one.
I'm not interested in your excuses. Oh, and just so you know, I've decided that I'll be using the room at the end of the hall as my bedroom.
What?
Well, the door was locked, so I had it forced open. It was in the way. You'll need to get it repaired.
Wait, hold on. What did you just say?
Your things were cluttering up the space when I brought in my own furniture, so I had the removal service take everything out. It was slowing me down.
You're saying you threw out everything that was in that room?
A daughter-in-law doesn't need that much stuff anyway, just the basics are fine. I figured it was the perfect chance to help you do some much-needed decluttering.
That wasn't clutter. That room had my company-issued laptop, my camera gear, filming equipment, monitors, all of it.
Company-issued?
Yes, company-issued. I work remotely when I'm not in the office. That was my home office. That room wasn't just a spare bedroom. It was for work. What on earth were you thinking?
Well, I can only say that this is your fault for refusing to quit your job when you married my son. Every time something came up, it was always, I have to work, I'm busy, I can't. And now you're off on another business trip? Honestly, it's no wonder the house was never properly managed.
Don't try to twist this. This isn't about housework. This is a serious issue, a criminal one. If you really did throw that stuff out, then you are on the hook for a very large bill.
Criminal? What are you even talking about? What bill?
You threw out my company's property, Tamra. It wasn't yours to touch, let alone discard, and since you're responsible for its destruction, you'll be responsible for its replacement.
You're the one who wouldn't quit your job. That's why you still haven't had a baby, isn't it? I've been waiting and waiting, but here we are. When exactly are you planning to give me a grandchild?
We're divorced. Why would you expect that now of all times? Do you seriously still not believe me?
There you go again, dragging out that ridiculous story. A fake divorce just to keep me out of the house? Have you no shame?
It's not fake. It happened. Whether you believe it or not doesn't change the facts. Look, I'm not getting anywhere with you, so let me make things simple. My company is going to send you a formal invoice for what you threw out. Just going off what I remember, even a rough estimate is already around $10,000.
$10,000? For what? A couple of cables and a cheap laptop?
On a separate note, my business trip wraps up tomorrow and I'll be back shortly after. So you have until then to gather your things and get out of my house. Tamra, you are still in my house? Unbelievable. And I see you even changed the locks. Which nut house did you break out of on your way here? How far do you plan to take this?
Excuse me? Is there a problem with me being here? This is my son's house, and that makes it just as much my house. And you want to talk about unbelievable? I think the only unbelievable thing here is the tone you're taking with me. Honestly, you should be careful how you speak. You're still his wife, aren't you?
No, I am not. You are not my mother-in-law either. All you are is an uninvited guest, also known as a trespasser.
I'm not just some guest passing through. I'm part of this household, and I intend to be treated as such. Frankly, with everything I've done for this family, I deserve a little gratitude. If you're truly determined to remove me, by all means, go ahead and call the police. We'll see who they decide is out of line.
Wow, you really don't believe me? You seriously still think you're welcome here? Okay, then I guess I'll just say it again. Masatsugu and I are divorced. That is not a threat or some trick to get you out. It's a fact. It's done. And if you'd taken even a second to actually look around, you might have noticed that nothing of his is here anymore. His things, his clothes, his personal stuff, none of it is in this house. There's not a single trace of him left.
What are you talking about? He had his own room here. He kept his belongings there. Are you saying he just vanished?
You know exactly which room was his. I'm sure of that. So go take a look. The room is completely empty now. There is nothing in it, no boxes, no bags, not even a blanket.
Well, he's my son. I don't want to snoop through his room. I thought he deserved some privacy.
Well, that's funny coming from you. You had no problem invading my space. You broke into my locked office. You dug through my fridge, you treated my house like your own little playground. But when it comes to your precious son, suddenly you're all about respecting boundaries. Let's just be honest about what happened here. You came in assuming you could take over, you didn't ask, and you didn't care. And now you're squatting in a house you don't own, pretending everything is how it used to be. It's not just sad, it's pathetic.
So you're really serious about this? You expect me to believe any of it?
It doesn't matter whether you believe it or not. Masatsugu and I are divorced. The paperwork is filed. The marriage is over. Maybe he just didn't tell you about that. If that's true, that sucks. But it's all on Masatsugu, not me.
No, absolutely not. He would never do something as serious as divorcing you without telling me. You're lying. You're using this made-up story to get rid of me. You don't want to fulfill your responsibilities as a wife, so now you're making up this nonsense to kick me out.
Would you like to know why we divorced? He cheated, and I caught him. I hired a private investigator who gave me all the evidence I needed to prove it. He's now back together with his ex from college, and if you think I'm just making this up, I still have the report to prove it. You can go verify the divorce with City Hall if you don't want to take my word for it.
So where is he now, then? If you're telling the truth, where is Masatsugu?
He's broke. He used up everything he had paying me off in our divorce settlement, and after that, he lost his job. He's living at his ex's apartment now, assuming she's still letting him stay.
No, don't tell me. Oh, it's Flora?
Oh, so you know her?
Oh, that woman is nothing but trouble. She's immoral, selfish, manipulative, just a bottom feeder with no self-control. She latched on to Masatsugu back then, and now she's done it again. I should have done something. I should have stopped him.
Well, it's too late now.
No, it's not. It's your job to fix it. Go and win back his heart. You need to marry him again. That's the only way to make this right.
I'm sorry, what?
Men stray. That's just part of their nature. A little cheating doesn't destroy a marriage. If it did, no one would be married anymore. But letting her become part of this family, that's the real mistake. You are clearly the better choice. You always were. If you agree to remarry him, I'll forgive everything you've said to me today. All the disrespect, all the insults, everything. I'll pretend it never happened. Then we can move forward with your training. I'll have to make you a wife good enough to keep Masatsugu at home.
I don't need your forgiveness, Tamara. I'm not interested in playing house with someone who betrayed me. Cheating is a deal breaker. One time is all it takes. There are no second chances. So for the last time, leave, get your things, and get out of my house. Do not make me repeat myself again.
But, the apartment I was staying in, the one I had before, I already gave it up. I moved out because I thought I would be living here with you and Masatsugu again. I didn't expect any of this. I don't have anywhere else to go.
That's not my problem. You made your bed, and now, just so you're aware, the police have arrived.
The police? Kari, I'm at your house now, but there's some family I've never seen living there now. Where on earth are you?
Oh, great. Just when I thought I was done with you, I turned that place into a rental.
You did?
Please don't tell me you're standing in front of it like a moron.
I am, actually. After the police took me away last month, I stayed with Masatsugu and Flora in their apartment, but then I asked the two of them if they could help pay the bill your company sent me, and I woke up the next morning and they had moved out and canceled the lease.
And now you want to live with me again?
Would you mind? We could be like roommates, girlfriends, just the two of us. Wouldn't that be nice?
No, that sounds like hell on earth.
But Kari, your former mother-in-law is out on the street and you don't feel even a little responsible? You're not even going to help me a little?
No, I'm not. You are my former mother-in-law. And even when Masatsugu and I were married, I still would have refused to let you live with me because I can't stand you. So, yeah, not happening. Goodbye.
Wait, you can't be serious.
After that last message, I blocked her. I had kept the thread open to monitor her movements just in case, but I realized there was no need. Tamara doesn't know where I work, and without a place to squat or anyone left to manipulate, she has nowhere to turn. Apparently, she actually showed up at her ex-husband's family home, the one she divorced over a decade ago, hoping to patch things up with him. Too bad for her, he was already living there with his new wife and their kids. That ended with another visit from the police. From what I've heard, she's now living under the supervision of the one person she swore she'd never depend on, her strict older brother. He's the one making sure she keeps working so she can pay off the compensation bill my company sent her. Hey, Meg, where are you right now? You left a while ago to go to the bathroom and you never came back. That was over half an hour ago. We're getting ready to wrap up the party and the bill's coming soon, so... Oh, I actually had something I needed to take care of, so I left early. I'm already in a taxi on the way home, but today was a lot of fun. Thanks for inviting me. We'll have to do this again really soon. Wait, hang on. What about your share of the bill? You haven't paid yet. Huh? Oh, the bill. Well, since I only came to the bar partway through, I thought I didn't need to pay. Excuse me? I mean, I got there late, right? I wasn't there for the full thing. So, since I wasn't there the whole time, it seems fair to me that I shouldn't have to pay. That's the way I do it whenever I host a party. Meg, first of all, you never host parties. Second, again, you did this exact same thing at the party we had a month ago. You showed up halfway through, drank a lot, and left without paying a cent. And before that, at the dinner party, you did the exact same thing. I told you after that not to pull that kind of stunt again, didn't I? Yeah, but again, I was late both times. Everyone else was there for the whole 2 hours. I was only there for an hour and a half. So why should I have to pay the same amount? Are you listening to yourself right now? You were there for 75% of the party. You showed up about 15 minutes late, stayed just long enough to order food and drinks, and then disappeared. You even drank more than half of one of my drinks without asking. Remember that? And now you're acting like you don't owe anything? Okay, seriously, you're making this into a way bigger deal than it actually is. So I was late and I left a little early. What's the big deal? The big deal is that someone ends up covering for you every single time you pull this. And that someone is usually me. But you all split the bill evenly, right? So it's not like it falls all on one person. It's just a little extra per person. I mean, how much could it even be? $10, maybe $15. It's not a big deal. Sure, once or twice, that might not be too much, but when it happens this often, it adds up. Every time you do this, you're making us pay for you, and you act like it's nothing. Wow, you are really going off on me right now. I didn't think you were the type to get so hung up over a couple bucks between friends. Aren't you being a little petty? This isn't about the money, it's about respect. You're taking advantage of your friends. Fine, whatever. Good God, you are so uptight today. I'll pay next time. Okay, will that be good enough for you? Sorry, Meg, but next time isn't going to work anymore. You've said that 3 times already. I am done believing it. Jeez, you are acting like I committed some huge betrayal. Like, it's not like I slept with your boyfriend or anything. No, you didn't sleep with my boyfriend. You slept with Jenny's boyfriend. Oh, please, that was college, sweetie. Everyone sleeps with everyone's boyfriends in college. No, Meg, no, they definitely don't. Anyway, this has gone on long enough. I am tired of being used. All of us are. If this keeps happening, I'm not inviting you next time. Wow, so now I'm getting kicked out of the club over one lousy bar tab? Really? No, not over one bar tab, over how you treat the people who trusted you. Unbelievable. Well, I'm already gone, and unless you want to pay for a new taxi for me, I'm not telling the driver to turn around. So you'll just have to deal with it today. Anyway, I hope you guys have a killer party. Thanks again for covering for me. Hey, no, Meg, don't you dare ignore me. Get back here and pay your bill. Ugh, Kana, I'm really sorry about today. Meg ditched again without paying, and we had to split her share. I feel awful. Don't apologize. This isn't on you. You're not the one pulling the same stunt over and over. Still, it's embarrassing. How many times has this happened now? 4? 5? I'd say it's more than 6, honestly. At first, when she said she had something urgent and had to leave early, I really thought she'd just forgotten to pay. But after all this time, yeah, there's no way that wasn't deliberate. Right? I think she realized after that first time that if she played the timing right, someone would cover for her. Remember that upperclassman? She was late, barely ate anything, and he paid for her like it was no big deal. Because he liked her, he wanted to impress her, so he just waved it off. Now we're stuck picking up the pieces. Exactly, and every time it's the same excuse. I'll pay next time, but she never does. It's always, I forgot my wallet, or I don't have enough on me, or I'll get it to you later. And then we wait, and wait, and wait, and no money ever comes. I'm so over it. Honestly, I don't even want to invite her anymore. Same, but the last time we didn't invite her, remember what happened? Ugh, yeah, she lost her mind. She found out afterward and totally flipped. Cried in front of everyone, screamed that we were being unfair. And then she went and told a professor who had nothing to do with anything this ridiculous story about how I was bullying her. I still can't believe that. She tried to drag a random professor into it and just to make herself the victim. And then she followed me home, like literally followed me to my front door and started yelling in the middle of the street. It was a total nightmare. I don't even know how you stayed so calm. That was beyond unhinged. Yeah, I was rattled, but honestly, now I'm just tired. We can't keep letting her get away with this. Totally agree, but what are we even supposed to do? And I've been thinking about that actually, and I might have an idea. Something that could finally get the message across. Yeah? If you've got something, then I am definitely interested. Let's hear it. Hey, Chelsea, didn't we agree to meet at 8 tonight? I ran a bit late. Again, I know, I'm sorry, but, is it just me or is literally no one else at the restaurant yet? Oh, sorry, Meg. We're going to be a little late too. Wait, really? Oh, that's unusual. You guys are usually the punctual ones. Yeah, it's a crazy coincidence. All of us got caught up in traffic. Saturday nights can be brutal, huh? Would you mind going ahead and grabbing a table? We should be there in about 30 minutes, give or take. Honestly, go ahead and order something small if you're hungry. Some appetizers, a drink, whatever you feel like. And hey, we're all really sorry to make you wait like this. Well, I suppose I am a bit hungry. Sure, I'll head in and get us a spot. Hopefully you guys aren't too long, though. I've got stuff going on later. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Thanks, Meg. We'll be as quick as we can. All right, going in now. See you soon. Chelsea, what the hell? Where are you right now? Whoa, Meg, settle down for a second. What's with the tone? What's going on? Don't play dumb with me. What do you mean? What's going on? I thought we were all enjoying a nice little party, right? But I just came out of the bathroom and everyone is gone. Like, literally gone. The whole table's empty. Where did you all go? Oh, okay. Now I see what you're talking about. There's actually a perfectly rational explanation for this. We left. Everyone headed home. You what? You left? Just like that? But I was only gone for, 2 minutes. Yeah, well, people suddenly had things to do. It was all super urgent stuff, and everyone just so happened to remember it at the exact same time. Life can be crazy sometimes, huh? No way. Don't think for 1 second that I actually believe that story. There is zero chance that every single person at that table suddenly remembered they had super urgent stuff to do at the exact same time. That is the dumbest excuse I have ever heard. Wow, okay. I did not expect you to blow up on me like that. So now we're lying? You really think we'd all just vanish for no reason? Yes, I do, because that's exactly what it looks like. You're all clearly messing with me. Wow, Meg. Wow. Really, just wow. That's all I can say. I mean, come on. Life happens, right? No, don't you dare. Don't you pull that smug, oh well, crap on me. I mean, aren't you forgetting about something? Something very, very, very important? Let me think about this. What am I forgetting? What am I forgetting? Sorry, Meg, I've got nothing. What am I forgetting? Are you serious? The bill! What are you going to do about the bill? You're splitting the bill, right? Oh, the bill. Oh, wow, that silly little thing totally slipped my mind. I must have had a bit too much to drink. So yeah, about the bill. Well, you remember how we all showed up about 30 minutes late tonight, right? Yeah, and so what? So we figured, since we weren't at the party the whole time, it wouldn't really make sense for us to pay the full amount. You've got to be kidding me. Nope, we were late. We were only there for about an hour and a half. So we figured, hey, maybe it should be free for us, right? No, that is not how this works. But that's how you always say it works. I mean, let's be honest here. We were at the restaurant for less time than you were, right? So paying the same amount would be kind of a ripoff, don't you think? Are you actually using my own words against me? I'm just applying your logic, Meg. If it made perfect sense when you said it, then it should still hold up when we do the same thing, right? You can't be serious. This is completely unfair. I thought this was gonna be a party and we'd all split the bill. I didn't agree to cover the entire bill for everyone. Oh, don't be like that. You always expect us to do it, so we figured this time, it's your turn. This isn't funny. You tricked me. You set me up. Did I, though? Or did I just give you a taste of your own medicine? I can't believe this. You're seriously going to make me pay for the whole thing? Honestly, yeah. Tonight's bill comes out to about the same total you've made us cover for you over the past few months. And you said that this wasn't enough money to get upset about, didn't you? So don't get upset. You can cover us this one night and then we'll have a fresh, clean slate. That's not even true. You are totally exaggerating. Oh, please, don't act like you don't remember. How many times have you forgotten your wallet? Or didn't have enough on you? Or just had to go catch a train? Okay, maybe a few times, but I was going to pay. If you had reminded me, I would have. Meg, we've reminded you so many times I lost count. You never paid, not once. You didn't have to ambush me like this, though. This whole thing is just cruel. If you would have told me, I would have brought what I owed you with me tonight. Right? Just like all the other times you promised to pay us back. Anyway, you're wasting your time talking to me. You should be talking to the waitress right now. Because you've got a bill to pay, Meg, and this time you are gonna pay up. But Chelsea, you don't get it. I don't have my wallet, and I didn't bring any cards either, so no, I literally cannot pay. You've got to be joking. You were seriously planning to pull the same stunt again tonight? No, I just forgot, okay? It wasn't on purpose. Wasn't on purpose, right. That's what you said last time, and the time before that. And the time before that. Please, Chelsea, don't do this to me. You have to come back. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck here. You're not stuck. You're just experiencing consequences. Big difference. I said I'm sorry. Isn't that enough? No, it's not enough. You didn't even apologize until you realized you were the one holding the bag. Because this isn't fair. I didn't mean for this to happen. But it keeps happening, doesn't it? And we're all just supposed to smile and split your tab every time. We are friends, Chelsea. You can't just abandon a friend like this. What exactly is a friend in your view, Meg? In my view, friends don't lie, freeload, and ghost the bill while pretending it's no big deal. And friends definitely don't keep doing it even after being called out repeatedly. I can't believe you do this to me. You know what I can't believe? That we let you get away with it this long. Please, please just come back. I'll pay you. I swear, I'll find a way. Just don't leave me like this. No thanks. None of us are ever going to invite you to any of our parties ever again. Really, I'd prefer it if you would never talk to us ever again. Anyway, best of luck. Hope the dishes aren't too hard to wash. Wait, what? Don't go, please. I'm begging you. Good night, Meg. After that message, Meg actually tried to walk out the door of the bar without paying again. Unfortunately for her, the bar's security guard caught her at the door. The manager personally gave her a long, polite scolding, then offered her two options. Wash dishes until closing, or go to jail. And since she didn't have her wallet or a way to contact anyone willing to help, she ended up behind the sink scrubbing plates for the rest of the evening. Meanwhile, all of us had moved on to the real party at a bar across town. What she didn't know was that the restaurant belonged to a friend of my older brother. I'd already explained the situation in advance, and we paid our portion ahead of time. So no, none of this was accidental. The next day, Meg cornered me on campus, red-faced and screaming, but I didn't back down. I told her everything she'd done, every excuse, every unpaid tab, and made it crystal clear. We were done. Since then, she's stopped texting us, stopped DMing us. Honestly, she's completely stopped talking to any of us. And honestly, the peace and quiet have been wonderful. I don't even care if she ever pays us back. All I care about is that we can finally enjoy a meal without someone vanishing when the check comes.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.